and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time stopping by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you do like what you see. So for this video, it will be one of my easiest tutorials that I probably will ever put out. It's only using maybe 3 products, if that. So just stay tuned so that way you can know how to achieve this look. And that way you can also just enhance your face without taking up too much time of your day. We do not want to do that, so just stay tuned. Okay, let's start off with the products and mainly who this video will be for. So the first product that I'll be using is this Maybelline. This is one of the Fit Me's in color 50 Cafe, and it is one of their concealers. So I'm almost out. I actually just went to get another one yesterday. And then for me, I sometimes will pair it with the same company, same thing, everything, but in color 25. So for me, color 25 and color 50, put them together. They match pretty good, but sometimes I just use this one by itself. It really just depends, like how that coverage is looking that day. And then I put on top is also the Maybelline Fit Me. This is 330 and the color Toffee. This is their matte and poreless powder. As y'all can see, it is serving me well, okay? And then also what I use is this L'Oreal mascara. This is the Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is the one that is like a dupe of Better Than Sex. So by Too Faced, this is their dupe to that, the L'Oreal. And then also I'm just using a blender sponge and then just something to get these eyebrows together. And this changes from day to day for me just because it just depends on like what it is that I have going on like that day. So for example, if I'm going to work like at night, then most of the time I probably won't do my eyebrows. I know that sounds crazy, but I won't do my eyebrows just because I do have a headpiece on. So I don't want it to like mess that up. No, the thing doesn't come down this far, but still, I don't know, like, I don't know. Anyway, mainly this video is for the people who either one have like darker under eye circles like me, or you have some blemishes, or you have both, you know, and then you want to fix those but still not have a full face. This is not for the girls who want to have a full face and trying to find a way to do it quicker or do less. It's not going to give full face. It's not going to give a beat. It's not for that purpose at all. So that's why it's really a quick 10-minute type of makeup look, just because you want to do something to your face but you either don't have the time normally, or if you are still learning how to do makeup and you just want to do something, or let's say you are like, you have a cute outfit on, you know, just something simple maybe, but then you're like, I want to do something to my face. Like, this is for those type of people, but yet you still not going to something where you need to like have your full face done. So this is for those people. This is the main reason why I have even start doing this. I normally don't even do my makeup that much anyway nowadays, just because this has been just so easy and quick and convenient for me. I have the option to either put lashes on or do the mascara. I've been rocking mascara a lot lately, and that's not me at all. I'm normally a lash girl. So let's just go ahead and get started. When I tell y'all, it's like really quick. It's really quick to the point where I'm not even gonna speed anything up in this video. So you want to take your concealer first. Also, making sure it is exactly like your skin color. Like, this is not the time to try to have something like super light. This is not the time trying to, you know, have this, your under eye brighter or nothing like as if you're doing a full face. Because if you're doing a full face, then that's when it's like, okay, you have your skin tone everywhere else, but then you want this to be bright underneath and like brighter your T-zone. Like, this is not for that. Okay, this is not for that at all. So you really, like I said, get something that's as close as possible to your skin color, because that is where it is going to, that's the only thing that matters, okay? That is the only thing that matters. So as y'all can see, I am just putting this right underneath here. I'm not gonna do any color correcting. I'm not gonna do any of that. I am just simply putting concealer under my eye and in my troubled areas. So I just recently had this little thing right here, so I'm gonna cover that a little bit too. And then we're just gonna cover this up. You don't have to put too much just because this one does have really good coverage. So we're gonna just kind of fill that in a little bit. Now, do this as much as you want. It's completely up to you. Put this wherever you need to. That's why I say it's important to have it exactly your skin color, just in case you need to just throw it wherever. You don't want to have to use other stuff to blend it in. Like, this is not the point of like trying to do all of that. I swear to God, this is why you really want to have everything the same, because it should be very to the, like, straight to the point. So what I'm gonna do is kind of blend that. I'll just blend that a little bit, see how that's looking. I always just kind of like leave that for a moment. And then also, because I decided, my face decided to have these little blemishes all in the same area right here, which is so like not attractive, I'll just take some, and what I normally do is kind of just do a little circle, just because that's kind of how they are. So I just do a circle and then just make that circle bigger and bigger. And then once I realize I'm not in the little area anymore where they are, I just kind of color this in and just like make sure it's not too, make sure it's just blended in with my skin. Like, I don't know how else to say it, but just making sure like I just kind of like lightly go around like in that area. And then that's it that I do for just that. So right now I'll just put a little bit more underneath my eye. I really wasn't paying attention to the time too much, so I don't know exactly how long I just had that setting on for, but it is okay to leave this on to, you know, really set in, because this is, you don't want to have to keep going over this, you know? That's the whole point of it being quick and easy. And like I say, I just kind of covered that little part over there that's underneath, and then that's it. Now, if you want to, if you care enough, you know, you can always, you know, get smaller areas wherever it is. I don't ever do that just because that's, for one, not my focus. That's not what I'm like self-conscious about. So I don't touch anything that's like down below my cheek, to be honest. I don't do any of that. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, sometimes I do use this color. It was just because I didn't have my newer one just yet, and I felt like I was going through this pretty quick. So I didn't want, and I wasn't really using this as much, so I did kind of put this on and then maybe just do like a few dots of this. I'll just show you guys because I still do it sometimes. So I'll just kind of like do this just to use this up. That was mainly the purpose. So the purpose of doing this was not to like, oh, I want this to be brighter, because it's gonna all blend in the same anyway. And then especially once I put this powder on top, you won't be able to tell like, oh, that it's like lighter on top. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't the point of using this at all. It was just because I really wanted to make sure like I still use this up, and then I was going through this kind of fast before I just bought this one yesterday just to have backup. So like I say, you want to just let this sit for however long. Sometimes I'll just start scrolling or something like Instagram or TikTok or something, and then before I know it, it's time to blend it out and then put this on top. So with this at the top over here, I'll just kind of blend that around. I'm not gonna touch that middle part at all. I'm not gonna touch that middle part at all. I'm just gonna do this like here, so that way it blends in with the rest of my forehead, and then we'll just continue on like that. Now, I'm only doing my forehead right now just for the video purposes. Tonight I am wearing a headpiece, so that's gonna be covered up anyway, but I still wanted to show you guys just so you can see it. Dark circles versus blemishes, that's like two separate things, you know, it's completely separate. So I did want to show you all that. So in the meantime, this is when I will kind of like get my brows together. This, I am not filling them in. When I tell y'all this is not that type of video, I am not blending them in. I mean, I'm not filling them in at all. So I just kind of push these up and then just like get them together, maybe just line them up or something, you know, however they decide to act that day. And then kind of go from there. Because one thing about me is if I'm not doing my full face, I'm not about to do all of this other stuff because then I could have just done my full face. Like, I'm just not about to do it. So, but y'all know me, I have no problem doing my makeup at all. But if it's not that situation, then I'm just not gonna do it, you know? So now I feel like it's a decent amount of time. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of lightly blend this in. You don't want to go too deep. Like, you don't want to blend too hard. I guess that's the word. You don't want to blend too hard just because, one, you don't need to, and then two, you just need to be careful around your eye area anyway. You don't want to cause any unnecessary like dragging of your skin for no reason. Okay, so that's it. As you can see, everything just looks more even, and everything just looks so much better. And I've only used concealer, you know, that's all I've used. So now what I'm gonna do is go in with this powder from Maybelline as well. I'm gonna use my blending brush. This is the side that I use for under here. So I'm just gonna flip it to this side. I know this thing look real raggedy, but it still works. So I'm gonna use this other side and just kind of go around here. I just have to go around just to get the product and pick it up a little bit. So you just want to go around here like that. And then you just want to start pressing into that area. You do not want to wipe it. You don't want to smear it or drag your skin. You don't really need to do all of that. And then another thing that is helpful for me is like to make sure you're not wiping off what you just did. If you maybe do a few times, you know, kind of, I guess a few seconds, if you just kind of do this, then I go back in with more product or for more product. I'm not trying to make this little bit that I just put on here go a long way. I'm not doing that. I don't know, people can say that's probably using up too much product. I prefer to do it this way because something that I have noticed in the past was I would have my product on and everything would be nice and covered and nice coverage and stuff. And then I'll go in with like my blending brush or powder or whatever. And then I realize it's like wiping away. Like I'm starting to see everything revealing again. I'm starting to see the circles come back out. I'm starting to see the blemishes come back out. And that is like totally defeating the purpose. So that's when I decided like, okay, just put your product on, you know, that's fine. Put your product on and then go back in to pick up more product. This stuff isn't really that expensive. It's Maybelline. I don't even know. This was probably maybe, I think it was $10. It's not that expensive to where you're just like, oh, I'm wasting product. Like this isn't $60, you know, this is Walmart, you know? So that's why I don't mind doing this that way. And even if this was $60, I would still be doing the same thing because it's like the rule doesn't really change. So with that, I just kind of press that a little bit. I don't go too much because I don't know, like I just feel like because these are much smaller dots, I don't know why I feel like I can just see them easier if I like rub it this, like if I try to blend too much. So I just kind of do it a little bit and leave it. That's about it. So now you have the option to fill in your brows if you want to. I am not. This is truly what I do. I don't fill in my brows. And then I am going to put on like a little bit mascara. Depending on how I feel that day, I may put some on the bottom lashes. That's not an always thing, and you know, so I'm not even gonna do it this time. But I just kind of put on my mascara. Oh, I forgot. Sometimes I do go over like my top lid. I'll just do a little bit just because I just put that mascara on. But I will go over my top lid just because my whole eye area is dark. So I don't go up too high. I don't do all of like up here, but I will do like this area right here just because that's still about the same color as like underneath my eye. So I just really want everything to not look like I don't know, like I hate that I have such dark like under eye circles is something I really do not like. And eventually in the future, I am gonna look into getting some like filler, and just to get rid of the puffiness, so that way that skin is smoothed out. But then also maybe looking into how to get that color back like the rest of my skin tone. I've just always hated it. Like, I just do not like it. Like, that's the reason I feel like I want to wear makeup or just this type of look so much, you know, even on just the regular day-to-day, even if I'm not doing anything special, because I'm just like, I just feel like I just look tired all the time. And it's like, it's been like that for years. It has really been like that for years. So if you are like me, you have that same issue and you don't like it, then I promise you this is a really quick, a really inexpensive way to get rid of that. And you know, that way you can walk outside feeling like super confident, and you're just like, you don't have your full face done. You didn't take all of this time to do this. It's really like really quick, you know? So yeah, so I'm just putting on a little bit more mascara at this point. If this is where you want to put on some lashes, you can. You can put some lashes on. You can, if your lashes aren't already done. This is for the people who don't have anything, you know, anything done on your face. So you can put that on. You can put some eyeliner on if you want to, just to bring your eyes out a little bit more. You can do anything like that. I don't, again, because this is not a full face, I don't even put blush on. I don't put like highlighter on. I don't put, I don't try to contour my face. Like, I'm just not like really about to do that. So this is pretty much how it comes out, and then I'll show you guys from a different angle. I wanted to turn this around just so that way the light was facing me a little bit more, but I feel like you guys still get the gist of it, you know? And then you just make sure you get those creases as well. But I promise everything will look nice and flawless with those quick products. So how many products I use? 1, 2. Is this considered a product? A tool? I don't know. But mainly products, just that, and then the mascara that I just put in my bag. So this, boom, everything that you just saw me touch is all in my hand. It can fit all in one hand. So this is all you need to get this look. This is all you need. Okay? Promise you guys, we can do this. If you don't like makeup, but you also don't really like the way you look and you want to change some stuff, this is perfect, because it doesn't scream makeup. It doesn't say like, oh, you have your face done. No one should be able to tell, like, at all. Like, nobody should be able to tell. Like I said, this is for the people who you just need to touch up a few things, you know, or whatever. Like I said, I can touch this up if I want to. Like, it's like this right here. I'm just not going to. I don't care that much to do these. But, and even, let's say, even if I had 1 or 2 right here, I wouldn't have even touched that. But because within like a matter of like a month or 2, it was like 8 little bumps that decided to all show up in this one little circle within like different times. So they didn't all show up at the same time. That's what I'm saying. So it was like 2 that showed up at the same time. Y'all get what I'm saying? It wasn't all at the same time. Don't know why I did that. It's never happened before. So now I'm just looking like, that looks weird. So let me get that together. You don't have the color correct. As you just saw how my under eye was looking, and I just only used that. You don't need the most. So don't feel like you're about to get overwhelmed. I'm sure you can get this stuff from, you can get it from Ulta. You can get it from, I just got this second one from Walgreens yesterday. You can get it from Walmart. Whoever sell Maybelline, that's where you can get it. Okay, don't stress yourself out. You just need the 2 Maybelline products, and then that's it. All right, so I decided to turn around this way in the lights just to show you guys exactly like a close-up of how it is. So I really want y'all to see that it is very like smooth, and you cannot tell that I have on makeup. It should not be any type of color difference at all. It should not look lighter, it should not be darker. It should look just like your skin color, just like that. And then I'll show you guys the forehead area. I feel like you can probably see it just because you know it, like it just happened, but this is the little area that was like right here. But the average person walking by is not like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, why is her skin 2 different colors? Like, no one's gonna be paying attention to that. So this is how it looks. Like I said, this is really what I do when I'm just like not trying to be bothered with my full face. It works for me. But yeah, so I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I hope you guys got something from it, because I'm always trying to show y'all what I do, because I think I just do the most easiest stuff ever. But because someone may not be experienced with any type of makeup, they probably will think it's difficult. So I really wanted to just show you guys and break it down step by step to show you that it's really not. So I hope you guys were able to follow along well. This video was not sponsored by Maybelline at all. I will be sponsored by them one day, so mark my words. But at the same time, I just really wanted to show y'all exactly what I use, so that way you wasn't stressing out over the little stuff, okay? So if you need any simplicity, I am your girl. I'm all about simplicity and easiness and just working smarter, not harder. That's how I operate, okay? Because it's just how I operate. But anyway, I don't want to go on and on. So like I said, if you found this helpful in any way, if you learned anything new that you did not know before, please don't forget to hit that like button. I feel like I would deserve that by this point. And then leave a comment. Let me know what you felt was helpful. Let me know what you do that you probably do differently than me. That way I can try that trick out as well. I'm cool with that too. And then also subscribe if you are not subscribed already. I just would appreciate it. And as my mother used to always say, it does not matter what you do in life, always be the best at it. And I will catch you guys on Monday.